What's up, everyone? This is Gabriel Santos from gfsantos.com, and today I want to share with you what the title of this video says, which is the one word that'll change your life forever. And the word is this, so I'm going to put you down right here. The word is this. Hopefully this comes out right. I think that's backwards, but it says harmony. Harmony. Okay, and the reason why that word will change your life comes from this book called The Law of Success by Napoleon Hill. I highly recommend you buy this book. More importantly, I highly recommend you read this book. In the link in the description down below, I'll put a video where you can learn it. I'll put a link where you can buy it. But anyways, so yes, it's the word harmony. But more importantly is the intention and the purpose behind why harmony is a word that will change your life. So the word harmony, if we look it up in the dictionary, okay, harmony means the combination of simultaneously, okay, no, that's a music one, agreement or concord. Synonyms: agreement, peace, peacefulness, amenity, consensus, unity, sympathy, rapport. Okay, so in the book The Law of Success by Napoleon Hill, it talks a lot about energy, talks a lot about what is it that creates success. What is it? And in my own words, you can't be successful without other people's involvement, right? Because the only way you're getting paid is by getting someone else's money. The only way you're getting a client is if someone else is your client. The only way any of your messages, any of your products, anything is going to have any value or purpose in the world is if someone else uses it. Okay? And so harmony comes into play where in many different ways. Okay, so in terms of how I'm saying it with clients and other people who buy your stuff, those people who eventually watch your videos, subscribe, who like your stuff, they do so because they are in harmony on some level with you and what you're up to and what you're saying, right? And the people that don't like your stuff and they don't read your books, and they don't care about you at all, they're not in harmony with you. And that's not a problem. The point is that we must focus on those that are in harmony with us, and we must be responsible for creating harmony with other people. Okay? That goes for clients, that goes for friends, family, that goes for people who are on your team. Most importantly, okay? So if you ever notice, if you play sports, there are certain teams that just seem to produce results and win championship after championship. If you watch soccer or football, if you're outside the United States, Barcelona, they just keep winning, right? And if you notice, they're in harmony. They work as a unit, right? Another word for harmony in sports is chemistry, or even in relationships, chemistry, right? And then there are some teams where, let's say Barcelona adds a certain player, and maybe at first they don't really work well together because that player is not yet in harmony with the team. And the issue is that he may never become in harmony. And here's the thing, if someone is not in harmony with you, your vision, or your team, either you work on creating harmony or you dispose of that person. Not because they're a bad person, not because they don't have the skills and the talent, they just don't fit. They just don't fit. And so what Napoleon Hill talks about in this book is that there are certain traits, whether it's within a person, innate or developed, that has them either be attracted and in harmony with you or not. Okay, you feel it when you're out in public. You ever try and strike up a conversation with, say, like the cashier lady at the grocery store, and you guys just aren't vibing. Like, you could feel it. You could feel like we're just not just ring up my groceries and let me get out of here, right? Whereas with some people, like, you can talk for a solid 5-10 minutes just at the cash register over seemingly nothing, right? Or maybe you meet someone who, you know, within minutes you guys are talking deep. You guys are, you know, like, oh my God, this book, yeah, I read that book. Oh, I love him. Da, 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 da. You know, so the second point with this is that there are people in this world who you are just like both of you are just naturally gonna click. And that clicking nature is the harmony, the energy of harmony, the compatibility that you guys, you girls, or you guys naturally have for one another for whatever reason. And then with other people, you don't. And so in terms of practical advice on how to have the word harmony change your life, it's not enough to just put a word in your room and then, you know, your life has changed. But that's a start. That's a start, right? What really will make the difference is if you, be responsible for creating harmony in yourself, in your environment, with other people. Look at all of the things in your life right now that you don't experience harmony in. And what I mean by harmony, if that word doesn't really quite resonate with you, which would be interesting, think of all the things that you just don't really love. Like, you're just not enjoying. Whether it's the time you wake up in the morning, whether it's your evening routine, whether it's the type of music that your boss turns on, whether it's your workout. And consider that the reason why you don't like those things is because your soul, your heart, your mind, your spirit, your emotions are not in harmony, not in sync, not at the right chemistry level with those things. And you either do something to make it more of what you love, or you leave and find other things that are in line with you. Okay? And here's the thing. Most people will not make the required actions because, honestly, I think it's because they don't know how. Like, they don't understand how to do that. And not because they're incapable, they just don't know how. They haven't read books that enable them to understand how. They don't have the experience. No one taught them. And so people stay where they are because they don't know any better. And again, it's not because they're not smart. Look, if no one ever taught me or showed me how to do something, then I'm never going to do it, right? Or I must at least go through a life experience that teaches me how to do it, right? And so, you know, and I'm just really just getting this now, that like that people who stay where they are in life and they die with regret, it's because low-key they didn't really know, right? But there does come a point where you do know and you still don't take action. I was like that. And I still get like that sometimes. Right? But all of our dreams, all of our goals are on the other end of taking action on what we know we need to fucking do. Anyways, back to the point with harmony, okay? Let me give you a final example. So, in my house, just as I said to you, there are a number of things that I don't really like. I don't look at it and like, oh God, I love that. No, there's some things that I bitch and complain about all the time in my house. One of them used to be this little mantelpiece here under my TV, right? It used to be filled with just clutter, just crap, all this crap right here. Sorry, it's in selfie mode, so it's hard for me to, okay? And it would just be scattered, like it, blah here, dirty, dusty, right? All this shit, none of that moved. It was dusty and dirty. And I was like, you know what? Me and my sister had a conversation because that's who I live with. And I was like, you know what? Like, when I walk in our house sometimes, the first thing I walk into this room we have up front in the when you walk through the front door, the garage door, and it was just filled with boxes and crap. And so I walk in my own house, and the first thing I think of is like, ugh. That's the first, like, really? And so I changed that room, right? And so what I did with the mantle is I cleaned it, first of all. I fucking cleaned it. And then I decided I'm gonna put stuff on this mantle that when I see it, I feel I love it, right? I love it. So look, I'm 26, guys, mind you, okay? I put my Game Boy Color from when I was freaking 6. I put my juggling balls, a baseball I got from the game, a gift from my mom for Christmas that I love. This book, I love that book, The Power of Now. Friends, the collection, my Woody doll, my Rubik's Cube, Buddha, my half marathon medals, my bobbleheads, right? And I literally, guys, I literally made that section of the mantelpiece with love, and I love it, right? Here's one final example. This room right here used to be that shitty box room I'm telling you about. I turned it into a fucking workout, I don't know, like place of glory, right? And so, sorry, I know it's dark. And so in terms of harmony, guys, like really do an overview of everything in your life. And to reduce the intimidation of that, like pick one area. In fact, pick the area of life that just fucking irritates you the most. Like, what area of life irritates you the most, that you bitch about the most, that to your friends and family, you're always complaining about? To yourself, you're always complaining about. What is that spot? What is that area? That's the area that if you create harmony in, your whole life is going to change. I swear to God. I swear to God. So that's my only advice for you, is that you pick that one area of life or that one situation in your life that you're always bitching about. Whether it's your weight, whether it's your boss, whether it's your job, whether it's your mother-in-law, that you get that shit handled, that you talk to that person, or you do whatever the fuck you need to do to go from complaining about that situation to loving it. Go from, oh, I hate my mother-in-law to like, I love, or at the very least respect. Right? And so do that. Fucking do that, right? Create some harmony in your life. Create some love in your life, right? Woo! All right, anyways, that's Gabriel Santos from gfsantos.com. I'll put those links in the description. I love y'all. Let's go!